Hello everyone, welcome to LifeVersity. My name is Eric Were. I will be your guide and teacher here. First, I'll tell you two things, a brief introduction about myself, and then I'll tell you what LifeVersity is all about. So first, I was born and raised in a country called Kenya in Africa. The western part of Kenya, Maseno, raised there, studied there, and then after finishing high school, graduated from high school, went to Jomo Kenyatta University to study animal health and all that. And then in my second year, I started finding it difficult between academic work and the real life. There was a huge difference. What we were being taught in school was not exactly what life was all about. So I had to take an academic break because I wanted to go beyond school, academic, and just being employed and a job. So I had to take a short leave and self-taught myself about web design, forex trading online, and then the copywriting. So after a year, or taking a year off my break, I was able to start making money online through web design, forex trading, and copywriting. And I went back to complete my studies at the university in my third year and fourth year. After completing the fourth year, I graduated on top of my class and got a scholarship to do my master's in Israel. And then it was now that change in environment that taught me a lot of things. First, when I began making money online through forex trading and copywriting and web design, I totally had no clue how to utilize my money and how to. I was just confused. But when I went to Israel, I became financially intelligent by interacting with those people. I came to learn how I can come up with an idea and transform it into an asset, and that is what I'm here to share with you. So LifeVersity is actually a YouTube channel I started to just share my ideas, everything that I got to learn through life, by the steps I've taken, by the mistakes I've made. We just want to share everything that pertains life and all that. So what is LifeVersity? To me, it's just a YouTube channel that is there to explain to you what life is to me. And life is complex. There are people who are going through life and they don't know basically what life requires of them. They just wake up in the morning, do the normal stuff and all that. But have you ever stopped and asked yourself, what is life? Or what can you do in life to make your life better and the lives of others better? So while in Israel, as I told you, I was there, I came to learn three important things that can make a difference in a person's life. And the first thing is having a mentor. Mentors are very important. I remember when I was beginning to learn forex trading, I made a lot of mistakes. But when I met a mentor and we discussed, I was able to see the mistakes I was making and rectified and headed in the right direction. At school, still, I had mentors. My teachers were very important mentors. In high school, there's my mathematics teacher. He used to tell us reading one chapter per day of the Bible drives the devil away. I didn't understand anything from primary school. Having studied in a public primary school, I didn't know about God. I didn't know about life. I was just living day by day. But now when I began reading the Bible, that was the first book I began reading, a change started happening to me. And my first mentors encouraged me that the two most important things you can do to yourself is first finding a mentor, somebody who has been where you want to be. And the second thing is reading books. And then thirdly, that's a bonus, is traveling. As you travel, you get to learn many things. You get to meet people, new experiences, and they actually open up your mind. So for me, that paradigm shift took a place when I went to Israel. So on coming back here in Kenya, I started looking for three things. I wanted to find a mentor, somebody who could mentor me. And then I wanted to read a lot of books, just to open up my mind. You know, many people stop reading immediately they graduate from school. Ironically, at the graduation square, we are told to recite that now we've been given the power to read and write, but many people stop reading immediately after graduation. That's mistake number one. So on this channel, we'll simply share experiences we gather from books. The moment I began reading books, it took a change in my life, and I realized one thing, that success is not to be pursued. Success is something you attract by the person you become. The more you become, the more you change the person you are, the more you become better, success will follow you. You don't pursue success. The more you pursue success, the more it runs away from you. Just like money. If you pursue money, it will run away from you. But if you become a person of success, money and success just will become attracted to you. So this channel will explain to you how to transform yourself into a person who attracts success. God created you to be a success magnet, not a success chaser or something of the sort. Yeah, so that is basically about my story, as you can see on the screen up there. Just taking you through how I was raised and born and all that. So everything I share with you here on this channel called LifeVersity, I've also put it into a document. Our newsletter is called the same name, LifeVersity, and as you can see, our purpose is to help you develop your interior life in order to attract success. I don't want you to pursue success. God created you to be a success magnet. I came to realize two things here. Every human being has two types of lives. There's an interior life and there's an exterior life. So this interior life is the main thing. If your inside life is good and well balanced, it will reflect in your external life. You see these successful people, how they are doing. Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, all that. These successful people, they first begin by changing in the inside person. So I'll tell you how to transform your inside person so that it can reflect in your outside person, so that to ensure you succeed. So in this month's our first newsletter of LifeVersity, those are our contents. First and foremost, you need to know also I shall be sharing with you what I read from books. I've attained a level where I read 4 books in a month, 1 book per week. So an average CEO should read about 4 books in a month. So I started small, but I've attained a speed where I can read 4 books in a month, 1 book per week. So I'll be sharing with you simply the tips I gather from those books in this LifeVersity issue. Like for this month, November, I've read 4 books. The first one is the 5 a.m. Club by Robin Sharma, and then we have Ego is the Enemy, and then the third one, Everything is Fact by Mark Manson, and then The Power of Being Thankful by Joyce Meyer. So I'll share with you everything when it comes to the books I read, and also the other useful tips I'll share with you about becoming a person of success, how to change yourself in order to attract success, and how to find mentors. So another section of LifeVersity will be the LifeVersity profile. We need also to hear from you, because you also have a life. As you watch this channel, you know somebody who has an interesting story they can share with us. We need also to hear from you. So this month's publication doesn't have LifeVersity profile, because this is specifically dedicated to you. If you know any person who has a story to tell, we need to hear from them, because we are looking for those mentors. And then we also have LifeVersity Side Hustle. Here we'll teach you tips on how to make money online. Any tip that we have that can make you some income online to improve yourself. Even if you have a job, you need a side hustle. So that will be covered under LifeVersity Side Hustle. And then lastly, LifeVersity Travel Diary. As I told you, the third way in order to help you succeed, apart from mentors and books, you need to travel also. So experiences the travel experiences I went through, and if you have traveled anywhere and you have an experience to share, it will be covered under this section. And then lastly, we shall have the books of the month. Of course, the 4 books I read here, I will be able to offer the links to those books at the end of our newsletter, so you can go and download those books. So if you need to acquire a copy of the LifeVersity newsletter for yourself, just click in the description below and you'll be able to find a link where you can be able to acquire the newsletter for yourself. So that's it, basic introduction about who I am and what LifeVersity is. And then that's it for this video. In the next video, we shall talk about the 4 interiors of life. I'll just introduce you to your outside person and your inside person, and I will tell you how to reorganize your inside person so that it reflects in the outside person you become. So that I want you to become a magnet to success, not a person who pursues after success or money. That's it for today. See you again in the next video.